Here's a real-life horror story that has disturbed many people over the years, not because of ghosts or demons, but because it actually happened. Kakayuriyurn, the silent twins, June and Jennifer Gibbons. The backstory. June and Jennifer Gibbons were identical twins born in 1963 to Caribbean immigrants in Wales. From a young age, they were inseparable, so much so that they created their own private language, refused to speak to others, and mirrored each other's every move. Teachers and doctors were baffled. When separated, they would become catatonic or panic. As they grew older, their behavior became even more disturbing. They isolated themselves in their bedroom for years, writing violent fiction and fantasy stories in total secrecy. Their journals reveal a deeply twisted mental world where love, hate, and domination swirled around their obsessive relationship. The crimes. In their teenage years, the twins began committing petty crimes: vandalism, theft, arson. Eventually, they were caught trying to set fire to a building and were sent to Broadmoor Hospital, a high-security psychiatric institution. They remained locked away for more than 11 years, treated with heavy doses of antipsychotics. At Broadmoor, their bond turned toxic. Each began to believe that for one of them to live freely, the other would have to die. They wrote obsessively about this idea in their diaries. Shakur, the chilling climax. In 1993, doctors began arranging their release to a lower security facility. But just before the transfer, Jennifer quietly said to June, "I'm going to die. We've decided." On the day of the move, Jennifer collapsed and died suddenly at age 29. The cause was acute myocarditis, sudden inflammation of the heart. There was no poison, no drugs, no disease. It remains unexplained. After Jennifer's death, June began speaking to others normally for the first time in her life. She has since lived a quiet, independent life, as if a curse had been lifted. Nuri awareness. Why it's so haunting. They believed one had to die for the other to live. Jennifer's death had no medical explanation. June changed completely afterward. To this day, people wonder, did one twin willingly sacrifice herself?